Aggie. She's not as cold as she seems on the surface. Look, our clothes were sewn by Aggie. But her passion and attention must mostly be focused on her ideals of Genesis, leaving little left for other things. We're running out of time, Aggie! Let's hurry!
We gathered together under Aglaea's direction, not because of her cunning, but because there's a blazing fire in her cold eyes that is destined to ignite. Witness with your own eyes what it means to have a power to rival all lands.
Only a sufficiently cold hand can grasp the burning core flame. Lady Aglaea must have come to terms with this long ago. Please rest assured, Lady Aglaea. I will bring an end to all this soon.
Everyone is a means to take back the core flames in her eyes. That's right. Everyone. Including herself. I've never believed in vague divine prophecies, nor do I wish to be fettered by so-called duty. That has never changed. However, I respect her for holding on to her beliefs for 1,000 years. Though we fight side by side, we do not share the same goal.
Someone once complained to me that Lady Aglaea is always so unreadable and untrustworthy. But I sensed a faint warmth still beating under her icy cold skin when I took her hands. I believe she simply used her words to conceal her true intentions. Lady Aglaea, light will definitely shine upon Amphorius again.
Those actors on the grand stage of history aren't adored just for their dazzling brilliance. What the audience truly anticipates is the moment of their fall.
I'm laying it out right now. I'll do everything I should, but you can stop telling me what to do.
Many said that her heart is a void, filled with nothing. Yet this seeming emptiness was needed to encompass the wishes of an entire world. Everything is ready. It's time to march out.
Ever since inheriting divine authority, she's endured the agony of her humanity slipping away. Yet she chooses to bear it all with an alert mind, refusing to drown herself in numb indulgence. I don't think I could do the same.
Please keep going. The melodies played on your golden threads are particularly moving.
Remarkable. Such a delicate golden thread, yet when stained with blood, becomes so razor-sharp. The holy city's fragile, teetering future needs exactly this kind of youth. May your battle raiment bring us glory, Dux Goldweaver.
My daily style improved so much after Lady Aglaea gave me some pointers. As expected from everyone's guide and mentor. What do you think of this outfit, Lady Aglaea?
Such a talented tailor should have woven more memories for Amphorius. If it were me, I would certainly feel regret for not being able to witness Amphorius's future with my own eyes.
The future spun from golden thread was nothing more than a dream. But her sincere and unwavering heart led others to bring it to life. We've got this.
Having a bespoke outfit made by Aglaea is the dream of everyone who wants to be beautiful, and that includes me. Attending a romantic banquet while dressed to the nines. Before I knew it, that dream had come true. We specialize in romance, don't we? May romance never be absent.
Let's work together for a golden future.
Many people born in this era view faith as the only thing in their lives, and the prophecies of the three are able to soothe this anxious and restless world like a gentle rain. Teacher, please continue to guide us forward.
The prophecy brought by Lady Tribbie is not so much fate as it is a form of hope. In this fractured era, believe in your own choices, and then give it your all. Stay back. I alone am enough.
Everyone wishes to break free of their cocoon and fly toward the open sky as a butterfly. But they were the only ones who chose to return to the cocoon, all for the sake of this world's rebirth. Lady Tribbie, please stay close.
I keep wanting to explain to them how their divine prophecy is a self-fulfilling one. But now, seeing how they look no different from young children, I need not say anything more. You're better off believing in me than believing in prophecies.
Lady Tribbie once invited me to board their rocket. It wasn't a long journey, but it was really exciting to fly through the Memorial Palace. They told me I wouldn't be scared as long as I kept looking straight ahead. Lady Tribbie, make sure you fly safely.
Those old girls love me. Whenever I tried to slip away on a secret adventure, I'd discover my backpack, already crammed with all sorts of food they snuck in there. It made leaping over the wall way harder.
Big Sis Tribbie! The wind's picking up. Shall we take flight?
They created history, recounted history, and became a part of history. But they have never let the passage of time erode their resolve. I should do the same. Lady Tribbie, it's fine if you just direct us from a distance.
Even as I shared chilling tales from the deep sea, they answered with those endearing, dolphin-like voices. Perhaps only such pure hearts can truly wash away the world's corruption. Will the prophecy be melodious or discordant this time?
In chaotic times, many dismiss their prophecies, fooled by their childish looks. But wisdom knows no size, a truth that holds across all the seas. What end has the prophecy revealed for this war, Dux Fatorum?
Tribbie may be small, but they have lots of energy. I didn't want to disappoint them, so I practiced for a super long time and finally memorized Orynyx's prayer. You don't believe me? I'll recite it for you then. Lady Tribbie, I still remember all the prayers to time.
See you tomorrow. Such a simple yet luxurious wish for anyone.
Those who are truly great never lose their childlike innocence. I'm reminded of this old Xianzhou saying whenever I see them. Please stay safe, teachers.
If all 1,000 Tribbies were living in Akama, then that'd surely be heaven. I look forward to tomorrow even more every time I think about this. If there were 1,000 of me, maybe then I'd be enough to match Tribbie. May passage never have farewells.
Help me, omnipotent Lady Tribbie.
He's like a furnace, always lit with bottomless fire. This fire will either completely be doused in a storm, or melt down his own existence with it. At the very least, for now we have the same goal.
Anyone who thinks D only knows how to fight is greatly mistaken. In terms of strength, he's number 1. In terms of military strategy and history, he's also number 1. I'm really good at teaching people. D, are you going for a quick victory this time too? I'll do my best to support.
Death brought by strife is often full of pain and darkness. But what Lord Mydei grants to his enemies is a glorious and brilliant demise. Lord Mydei, let's each do our duty.
The battle against the Black Tide turned some people into gods, some into humans, and some into monsters. Mydei already made his choice when he took over Strife's authority. Crown Prince, you already know the answer. There is nothing more I can teach you.
Lord Mydei's regenerative abilities are way faster than that of an ordinary human. Even when he's badly wounded and requires my help, he still talks and jokes as if nothing's wrong. Strange. Now that I think about it, he seems way chattier than usual during those moments. Lord Mydei, us healers in the Twilight Courtyard believe in being careful.
When other people claim they can defy death,
I'd usually say they've knocked their head too hard. But that kid? He actually pulled it off. I've got to admit, that immortal little prince is super awesome. Little prince, how will you defy death this time?
He never says what he thinks, but his simple and heavy feelings are always evident. So simple that they contain nothing except his home, and so heavy that they are reduced to nothing except size. Maybe that's why we became kindred spirits. What should our contest be this time? Speed or strength?
I've tried the red drink that little sea lion is fond of. For a fish, the flavor of that pink juice is indeed a bit light. As for Fagusa's honey brew, the little sea lion tried 1 cup and then refused to drink anymore. He seems to think it's unhealthy. I smell the scent of blood. The waves are already here, little sea lion.
Though our statures differ greatly, we made the same choice as rulers. If we could face each other in a game of chess, I would surely regain that delightful feeling of finding an evenly matched opponent. Let history remember this glorious campaign, King of Kremnos.
Mydei seems so cool and aloof, but he's actually really friendly. How does that work? I don't really get it. Guess I just understand girls more than I understand guys, huh? I'm here to help too.
Whether as a crown prince or as a warrior, he carries too many memories of hatred. Yet, when fulfilling his duties, he never confuses the past with the future.
As king, he personally shaped the transformation of the Kremnoan dynasty. His power to reform left a deeper mark than strife ever could. I'll help take some of the pressure off.
Shh. I learned all my tricks for healthy living from him. Sleep early and rise early, eat lots and exercise lots. I've learned, the first half of both tenets. Please teach me how you keep yourself so fit. May strife be crowned king.
Glory surely lies ahead, Mydei. The one closest to death often knows the most about how precious life is. Her embrace brings eternal sleep, but such farewells are always warm. Cass, please, bring peace to the battlefield.
Cass is always alone. When she's lost or sad, or even when she's happy. We want to hug her and tell her it's okay. But no matter how close we get, she always feels so far away. Don't worry, little Cass. Tribbie is pretty amazing.
The death servant of Idonia. She is destined to carry the core flame of Thanatos. I hope that at the end of the black tide, on the other side of the warm west wind, is also a sea of flowers. May death forge glory for the warriors.
Browsing books might be one of her ways to open her heart, but the answer she seeks can only be obtained through physical touch. So what if she's a titan? She's still a student of the Grove. It's fine. There's no need to worry about death.
Cassie really likes my little garden. She keeps circling the courtyard from far away, going round and round, forgetting to even blink. It'll take something even cuter for her to snap out of that state. Ooh, maybe a chimera. Thank goodness! It's Cassie! We're saved! Little Ika, wake up! Look! Dragon!
Isn't it just so much fun to tease her? I almost want that little princess homebody to lose it and scratch me. But no, she's way too nice for that. And weirdly, that just makes me angrier. I just hope she learns to take better care of herself. So, Princess Homebody, can I have a look at your big scythe?
She taught us that death can be warm, graceful and kind. Shouldn't life, then, be even more so? Even in the face of death, people can still make a choice.
The purple little butterfly fish. I like the poems she writes. I even compose melodies of the deep ocean to accompany them. Let us sing those beautiful songs together in the future, when we feast in reunion. Let us dance together, little butterfly fish. A butterfly's wings can also stir up the ocean's tides.
I too once wandered in the icy cold river of souls. Her sea of flowers, though, is as beautiful and warm as a fire. It is thanks to her that the soldiers who were sacrificed could find rest, and our golden blood did not flow in vain. Let's give them a final embrace, Dux Florum.
Miss Castorice makes soft and fragrant plushies, writes exhilarating stories, and even smells super nice every time she walks by. I learn so much every time I hang out with her. When's the next installment? I'm totally hooked on your writings.
Would the sea of flowers she planted survive a baptism from the rain of sensation?
Her 1,000-year journey proved once again that living with a clear conscience means more than a long lifespan. When life and death are at stake, the Nameless won't stand idly by.
Oh, I'm a big fan of Castorice's writings too! Did I say that too loud? You see, apart from containing wonderful fantasies, her stories also really move me emotionally. Oh, I missed you so much, Castorice. How about a hug before we share our work? May life and death sprout new buds.
This time, we will walk forward together, hand in hand.
I do not agree with the ideals of that blasphemer, but we are the same when it comes to the determination with which we seek our dreams. A common goal is enough to bring us together in this fight.
Naxi talks about so much weird stuff every time I see him. His words make my head spin. But if he doesn't talk like that, then it kind of feels odd. Stop saying weird things!
I've heard more than a dozen sins attributed to him, but a certain good student from the Grove loves to talk about how wonderful that scholar is as a teacher. Anyone capable of leaving such an impression on him is likely someone I'd appreciate as well. Your reputation precedes you. The ever-changing battlefield is also a place where knowledge comes in handy.
He had once told me that I should stay calm even when facing the dead, and not tell them of my inner sorrows. It was only later that I understood practicing how to die was the theme that defined his entire life. Professor, what will you be teaching this time?
Professor Anaxa refuses to outline key topics for exams and insists on one-on-one oral tests. Students inevitably end up in my care every exam season due to mental exhaustion. Professor Anaxa, it's time to put your theory into practice.
What did they call him? A dromus draped in finery? And he took it just like that. Leaving aside the question of the nickname giver's own credentials, Anaxa is undoubtedly an impressive individual. Prof. Nax! Truth may be valuable, but all's fair in war.
The man cursed by Nestia. The professor often referred to me this way, and I took it in stride. After all, the courage to be unique is a virtue I learned from him. The battlefield is like a classroom. I look forward to your valuable insight.
That sage, agile like a green dolphin. His performances are awe-inspiring. Although, if they were accompanied by some music and deep-sea honey brew, they would surely be even more enchanting to all who listen. What wondrous plans do you have this time? I'm all ears.
Dux Sagax was so excited to write about how to manage a dromus's fur that he wrote me a 10,000-word essay. The most effective recommendation in there was to mix red soil with fish oil. Thanks to him, my noble mount will no longer shed its fur all over my dress. You're not my opponent in this game, Duck Sagax. I look forward to working with you.
I was, actually born with a fear of teachers. But he's the exception. Whenever I don't get a concept, he uses dromeses as an analogy, and then I instantly get it. If I have questions later, could you please answer them? I have always wanted to ask him this question. If a dromes and the truth of the world both fell into the sea, which one would you save first?
His style is completely different from that of, ordinary teachers. If we had the chance to spend more time together, I'm sure we'd have plenty to talk about. If there are any mistakes or omissions, please point them out.
Hey, this way. I can do a magic trick too. Look closely and don't blink. Ta-da! Here's a flower for you. Anaxa. Not a single syllable missing. Did I get that right? May reason enlighten the truth.
I look forward to your performance this time.
Her color is gentle and unique among the Chrysos Heirs' portraits. Soft as the lightest breeze and bright as the first rays of dawn. Emphorius' sky had been dark for too long, and it's time for her to grant the world her healing light. Your faint light will lead us through the darkness.
Cinny has always helped us against our deterioration. And it's not just her medicines that work wonders. We get super re-energized every time we see her smiles that are as warm as sunshine. If we get into a tight spot, we'll need Cinny's help.
Nikador and Aglaea had fought a long divine war in the past. And now the representatives of Sky and Strife stand as comrades. This is proof that humanity can overcome the gods. With you here, we charge without fear.
Even after witnessing so much life and death, she still sheds tears for those suffering from incurable ills. But she'll never let those tears into the patient's room. She wants to bring an ever-radiant sun to people's lives. Hyacine, let us both give life a dignified farewell.
The divine tree can only grow toward the sky when it is supported by the sun. If the Twilight Courtyard is what protects the scholars of the grove, then Hyacine is the light of the Twilight Courtyard. I'm fortunate to witness the Twilight Courtyard's healing arts again.
That pink girl could easily leave those shriveled old goons behind, you know? If she didn't care, no one else would either. But no. She's too responsible for her own good, isn't she? I'll do my best to act like an adult so you don't have to worry about me, little Hyacine.
Every time I visit that sunlit courtyard, the gentle light through the latticed windows evokes the image of my homeland's sprawling wheat fields. In these end times, the hope she gives is far more precious than any medicine or healing. If an emergency unfolds, please focus on healing the others first.
That little healer fish, as gentle as a pearl, likes to wave her wand and make a grand spectacle of bubbles for me to play with. And thus, I am able to enjoy that childlike delight once more. If you need my song, then please do not hesitate to ask.
I've said it at least 1,000 times. Just because someone's short doesn't mean they're weak-willed and can be easily manipulated by fate. For those who still dare to refute that statement, Dux Lucens is even more proof. I shall trust the healing in this battle to you, Dux Lucens.
I don't know how, but we became super good friends even though we haven't known each other for a long time. The last time I went to her courtyard, we talked about everything from Tychean to Emphorius, and drank pots and pots of floral tea, and ate one honey cake after another. Little Ika even fell asleep. But We still didn't feel like that chat was long enough. Don't worry, I'll look after myself. The sunny weather is irritating. But I must admit, the light she casts is soft and comfortable, even for me.
That sky where twilight converges has already brought glimmers of hope to life in Amphorius. I will also stand guard over this place.
Drinking scented tea under a warm breeze and petting soft and fluffy little Ika with Hyacine. Anyone would want to lose themselves in that fantasy, no? I feel so warm when I stay next to you, Hyacine. May the sky heal the twilight.
Thank you for the colors you've scattered across the world, Hyacine.
I have lost much on the flame chase journey, and I have not a single complaint. And yet, with Cipher, her eyes, blue as the clearest lakes, could not mask her disappointment on the day we bid each other goodbye. There must be a reason, one she could not tell me. Let's work together like we did before, shall we, Cipher?
Cypher has always said that she hates rules and restraints, but we've always known that she's a good kid. She'd cry for us, and she would help people without a second thought. She may never admit it, but the weight of the flame chase journey never left her mind. Don't worry about Big Sister Tribbie, Cypher. We will definitely catch up to you.
Before I came to Akama, I had heard from the Kremnoan children about a thief who came and went as they pleased, often playing with the children. Sometimes they would tell the children where the juiciest fruits could be found. Other times, they warned of where the black tide would strike. Looking back now, it must have been her. The legendary thief in the flesh. Pleasure to meet you.
She has been a demigod for a long time. Her thoughts are mysterious, her whereabouts elusive. She often laments that the flame chase journey is a business that will eventually leave her with nothing. Yet, there seems to be an unspoken sorrow hidden behind her words. Lady Cipher, please help us if we get into a dire situation. I can pay.
How do you catch up to a tortoise that set off before you did? For Cipher, this paradox isn't hard to solve. She would happily scoop up the tortoise right at the starting line and toss it into her massive collection. The classroom is not the battlefield. Lies and truth both have their weight here.
You can probably figure out Lady Cipher's mood just by looking at her tail. If the tail is standing up, then she's happy. If only the tip is moving, that means she doesn't want to talk to anyone, and you'd better stay quiet. As for how I know, I'm just guessing that maybe she functions in the same way as a chimera. Lady Cipher, if you run that fast, I won't be able to keep up.
She teased death, toyed with strife, and single-handedly upheld her trickery. Her endurance and unrestrained spirit are truly admirable. Miss Cipher, if you've got a scheme in mind, a little early notice wouldn't hurt.
A nimble little kitten fish that won't be caught by even the most tempting bait. Yet. Perhaps one day she will grow into a giant of the sea. If you've already leapt into the waves, then don't run away in fear again, little kitten fish.
My treasury has never needed guards, and her guarded heart has never loosened with age. It matters not. Let us quietly watch and see what great thunderous waves this small kitten will raise in the future. 1 piece of intelligence for 100 balance coins. How does that sound, Duxalerpes?
It's super fun to listen to Miss Cipher. She's told me at least 80 versions of the story of the Meow Meow faith and the Woof Woof faith. That's almost more than the number of backstories I've made up for myself. I want to feel what it's like to fly too. A beautiful lie is indeed better than 1,000 cruel truths.
Everyone might be running away from something. But in the end, we all eventually head towards what we truly desire. Deception is the art of warfare. I'll support you from the sidelines.
Hey, do you want to hear some stories about what went down between Aglaea, Hysilens, and little Cipher? Listen closely now. You're the only person I'm going to tell this to. I'm pretty good at playing tricks too, you know. For example, I can steal a person's heart. May trickery remain a game.
Shall we split the spoils 30-70? As to who gets the 70, I'm open to negotiations.
Accepting others' wishes and turning them into his own wishes. Not all heroes are such blank canvases as him, and that is why the world places such great hopes on him.
Don the battle raiment of dawn, deliverer, and sound the trumpet of advance.
Snowy. It always feels like he's carrying too much. Not just his own wishes, but also the hatred and expectations of others. Though we all have our own missions, I still get worried. Bearing everything alone is not a good habit.
Snowy, don't push yourself too hard if you're feeling tired.
I fought with him several times, battling for dozens of days and nights without a clear victor. I know the strength of this man, and because of that, he is worthy to have my back. I'll take the lead, just like old times.
The more one has lost, the more adamant they are to regain everything. Perhaps that is why he will lead humanity till the very end. My lord, may your light bring hope to everyone in this calamity.
He is among my most exceptional students. Yet this often implies that he and I, his teacher, will walk separate paths. Go forth in confidence. I don't have anything more to teach you.
Lord Phainon is kind and friendly to all his companions, but there's always a sliver of pain in his smile. He must have lost something very dear to him. If you're wounded, Lord Phainon, please let me know as soon as possible.
The deliverer boy looks naive, but he knows exactly what everyone wants and how much they're willing to pay. And yet everyone loves him because of the sincere way he talks. I concede my defeat. Hey, deliverer boy, show me what you can do.
Even if the night came in the very next moment, that blue gold sunfish would still burn himself up to become everyone else's light. I pray that he may swim more easily in this now cleansed sea. Let the triumphant roar of victory serve as the prelude to what lies ahead.
With the weight of 30 million hollow shells and 30 million solitary warriors, he won against the gods and the ambitions of a monarch on the scales of destiny. This was not a miracle, but a glorious feat achieved with the power of the human will. Pierce the darkness with dawn, Duck Solaris.
He suffered through so much agony, but still managed to stay true to his wish. I need to be able to do that too. Don't worry. The Nameless will forever stand with Amphorius.
He sets out from a blank starting point in every recurrence, yet always ends up at the same finale. Will mine and March 7th's fate be any different?
When I grasped the core flame, the conflagration of more than 30 million recurrences felt real for the first time. His endurance and defiance deserve the highest respect from the Nameless. To safeguard hope, that too is every Nameless one's duty.
That child running through the fields of Ide Solicii and laughing at the sun. That's still him, right? Fate will never catch up to him again. Look, the dawn you've been chasing is finally breaking. May world-bearing ignite the dawn.
The road to becoming a hero is not a lonely one, partner.
That most beautiful melody once comforted my heart in the dark days. A millennium later, the feasts are long gone and the ocean stands masterless, with only the tides continuing to echo softly in my ears.
Long time no see. What step shall we dance for the next tune?
Big Sis Hysilens often hummed songs of the sea for us, keeping us company through the lonely days. When we miss her, we'd go listen to the conch she left behind. Now we get to hear good music!
I also once fought against the malevolent tides of the Sea of Souls, and I know the taste of despair and deathly silence. Perhaps that is why the deep sea's honey brew has such a bitter and intense flavor. Well met, soldier of the ocean.
That beautiful night. I've actually written a lot of poems about her based on what Tribbie told me. I always imagined her to be as pure as the ocean waves and as elegant as the tides. And it all turned out to be true once I met her. Let's compose prettier songs together, Lady Hysilens.
She recommended using honey brew to generate inspiration, though intoxication can undoubtedly stimulate fantasies. Fizzy horseradish vinegar still fits me better in terms of calmness and rationality. I'm not a green dolphin. If you can't get it, just think of me as a dromus.
Lady Hysilens' violin now sounds sweet and romantic too. We made a promise that if we got any patients with insomnia in the future, a cup of goat milk floral tea combined with her songs would be guaranteed to work as a cure. Folks wouldn't feel so tired with Lady Hysilens sung around.
The dried fish she gave me was the best in all of Emporius, and somehow it never ran out. I've got a bad feeling about this. Gonna get all wet again.
After waiting in solitude for so long, we were both able to see the arrival of the hero who would break the cycle. Every second that passed during that wait will be fermented by time and turned into a blazing and potent final brew. Singer of the ocean, let us walk towards triumph together.
She came swimming, drawn by light and warmth, in pursuit of the ocean's law. We seldom spoke at length. A single chessboard, a simple melody, and that was enough to understand each other's hearts.
Let lament be the herald of our triumphant songs, Dux Gladiorum.
The sound of Lady Hysilens' violin is more intoxicating than honey brews. Could it be that the trick to becoming elegant and beautiful is to learn a musical instrument? It's time for me to learn something as well and improve myself. I get to hear good music again.
She's like a beautiful bubble. Even when it bursts, it resonates like a trembling note on a string. Moving hearts all the same.
As a fellow kin of water, I am always reminded of Scale Gorge Waterscape's tides when she sings. I hope the people of Amphorius may one day find a sea just as clear and pure. I can also assist with commanding the waters.
It's hard to forget Hysilens' songs after you've heard them. Thanks to her, every second of every day in this world is a magnificent gala. So let's dance together, shall we? Dancing in the ocean song really makes my heart swell. May the ocean strum a feast.
The feast is here. Let the music of triumph ring out.
A cruel tyrant, a fearless forerunner, a leader who brooked no opposition. The world has given her many labels, but the flame chase would never have become what it is today without her.
The golden threads have detected our enemies, Imperator.
The Imperator's speeches might sound extreme to most Amphorians, but we saw how she spent days on end staring at the chessboard, neither eating nor drinking, lost in thought over the road ahead. It's those quiet moments unseen by the world that made us choose to stay.
Advance! The prophecy will guide the Flame Chase campaign!
We've both made very difficult choices for our city-states and people. However, no matter how painful it is to cast out the old and bring in the new, it's the road a worthy ruler must one day take. This will be a battle to shake the very foundations of the world.
I still remember how the flower belonging to the Imperator was always different from everyone else's in the Netherrealm. Though small and frail, that blue blossom was always able to burst through the soil and bloom into a peerless flower, rivaled by none. War is merciless. May all souls rest in peace in the sea of flowers.
I heard that she always has thick tomes stacked up to the throne. I'd be happy to recommend some more books to her. After all, rather than wasting all that paper, it's better to see them being put to good use. When it comes to the wisdom of war, you alone are the teacher of us all.
Ah, Lady Cerydra. While she showed her tyrannical side to the world, was there anyone there to cure her lonely heart? The next time I see her, I've got to give her another big hug. Leave the rear to me, Lady Cerydra. Just focus on deploying your troops.
Even a humble pawn can check the enemy king. I've forgotten everything else she said, but that one line stayed with me.
Let me lay it out for you. I'm running off as soon as the other team attacks.
With the golden blood of countless beings, she etched the mark of heroes upon the ages. Though I did not walk with them, the great cause of the flame chase would have long died without her sacrifices. Where will your commands be directed, Imperator?
Most rulers I've known were adept at slipping poison into goblets. Yet the Imperator poured oil over the king's standard. That blazing banner, its heat and light could reach you even from the ocean's abyss. Which move will this particular chess game end on, Imperator?
My heart was in my throat when I played arrow chess with the Imperator. But not only did she allow me to take back my moves, she even seriously considered my suggestions. I even managed to snag a win. At the end, I am ready, Imperator. Being able to take down that genius just shows you can't underestimate people who are good at games of wit. If I ever get the chance, I'd love to test my wits against her.
The Imperator's crown really grabs your attention. Maybe the next time we're in ID Silicii, you can also make a wreath of wheat for me. Imperator, the throne has been prepared for you. May law walk into the stars.
Lead us in a charge once more, O Imperator.
Amphorius's time has already received too many scars. Thankfully, that lively Nameless is now here. Like a dash of vibrant colors, she has swept away all the dusty gloom that the memories had built up. Your outfit today remains as refreshing as ever, Miss March.
Little Gray, do you still remember the help Tribbie received? It turns out that it was Miss March helping us. Your trailblazing companions really live up to their reputation. With little Sevi here, we'll definitely have loads of good luck.
With the will of a Nameless, she'll definitely be able to confront and overcome the shadows of her past. Dedicate yourself to battle. Then, you'll surely conquer the doubts in your heart.
I heard that Miss March also likes journaling and doing arts and crafts. Would she prefer plushies or chimera pillows? If we get a chance to travel together, I bet we'll never feel lonely. Miss March, would you like to make plushies together after this is over?
Yet another pink-haired girl related to memories. Is this really just a coincidence? You have a question? Go ahead and ask.
Just like how we are in the flame chasing team, Sevi must be the person who cheers everyone up in the trailblazing group. Look, Gree is now a lot more relaxed with Miss March here. We meet again, Sevi! There's so much I want to talk to you about.
So, this is the famous rosy celestial maiden. No wonder she looks so friendly. After all, I grew up listening to stories of her. But hold on. Who's older than who, again? The rosy celestial maiden totally lives up to her reputation. Oh, teach me your tricks.
A person may have many names over their lifetime, whether hers is Evernight or March 7th. I hope her colors never fade with the passage of time. Thank you for standing with Amphorius, Miss March.
What a marvel that this pink little jellyfish was able to tame the countercurrents of time. Her light is so lively and warm that even I can't help but follow where she goes. Would you like some deep ocean honey brew for the occasion, little jellyfish?
It was all thanks to Dux Temporum's efforts that the final law I set up for Amphorius was not triggered. Sometimes I have to admit that, while great deeds can be accomplished through wars soaked in blood and fire, it's love and tolerance that bring together hearts and minds. Let your imagination run wild, Dux Temporum.
Sometimes I imagine myself being all cool, mysterious, elegant, and powerful, making enemies go flying with just the flick of a wrist. But I never thought that'd come true. Next time I'm gonna use my own power to protect everyone. The best future for her would be when I can completely disappear. It's great to see you again. Oh, Cienjo attire. I'd love to try it on too.
Be it Evernight or the two of us, we'll become memories of March 7th's past, yet walk beside her as she moves forward. March, it's time to show us what you're really made of. I'll say this up front. Please do not go against March's wishes.
As fellow pink-haired girls, not only is our hair color the same, but we also like the same things. I really want to have a nice, long chat with March. We'd definitely create lots of brilliant memories together. Beautiful flowers always have thorns, and as for feeling protective, I sometimes get consumed by that too. But I know that she's a softie deep down. After all, she and March are flowers that bloomed from the same seed. Let's take a group photo, March. 3, 2, 1, cheese! Let's take a group photo, March. You still look quite charming as the bad girl. May time watch over the Evernight.
March, lead the counterattack. I believe in you.
Same as always. Beat them down as they come, right?
The golden threads can no longer detect doubts in his heart. From now on, he will certainly walk tall and proud on the road he chose. I'm honored to witness the will of both the Earth and the Trailblaze.
Dan Heng is like a silent star in the night sky. That's not too keen to draw attention to itself. But we know very well that, should a star want to illuminate other stars, it must be capable of unimaginably explosive powers. It's the reliable Dan Heng! We knew you'd come.
The powers of the earth have sharpened his spear. And given the chance, I'd love to spar with him and learn more of the way of the lands. Such spirit! Let's go, and fight to our heart's content.
I can tell that while Lord Dan Heng usually avoids expressing himself through words, he genuinely treasures every life he encounters. No matter how insignificant they may be, the beautiful sea of flowers will one day cover the earth.
Being able to read all of the Grove's books and interpret the mountains of information regarding Amphorius in such a short time. He's more of an outstanding scholar than many people I know. And when it comes to knowledge about Dromas, he is indeed second to none. Thinking while fighting, and fighting while thinking. I'm sure you do the same.
It's rare to see someone as emotionally stable as Danny. It's as if he doesn't react even when faced with the darkest of calamities. He'd make a good healer. With the Earth's aid, sunlight is sure to shine across all of Amphorius.
I've seen him deep in thought, writing things down, but he noticed me as soon as I got close. He's pretty vigilant. Maybe he was also a wanderer, once upon a time. The demigod of Earth. Why do you have a tail too?
He always gives out this trustworthy feeling of he'll stand with you no matter what. That's what you expect out of a Nameless. I shall remember every risk that the Nameless took for us.
Mountains are often silent and still. Yet the resolve they bear needs no loud words to be known. Let the music of our victory thunder across the land.
The gazes of countless life forms may be even greater than the expectations placed upon the crown. I look forward to seeing how far his trailblazing expedition will take him. Show me your way of protection, Dux Draconum.
Oh, we both made huge progress on this Amphorius adventure. I'd say it's a draw. Wait. He made that progress way before I did, so... Okay, he wins. Just by a hair. Seriously, Dan Heng? You kept your head down, worked hard, and then blew everyone away! I'm gonna do that too.
The days spent traveling with you all have already left an indelible mark on him.
Trust me, I'll keep your companions safe. Looks like we've got some tough enemies to deal with, huh?
You always talk about Dan Heng. After all, having such a reliable companion to support the road ahead must be why the Trailblaze can dash forward so courageously. It is also my wish to be forever close to the Trailblaze. May the Earth protect the road ahead.
Let's keep trailblazing together, Dan Heng.
When that one thread of love was woven into Amphorius' destiny, her every gaze was already infused into the countless years, molding our lives into shape through our beating hearts. Don the raiment of romance and move toward that defining moment.
At the very end, we really managed to reach the end of the west wind where flowers bloom in spring. But it's not a vague prophecy. It's a paradise built with all the memories Rini and everyone else experienced again and again. Rini! Together, we're gonna fly toward tomorrow and even further beyond!
The great efforts and sacrifices she made for Amphorius will make this broken and charred land flourish with prosperous cities. Now is the time for Amphorius' victory.
If possible, I, too, would like to make a brilliant crystal flower for her as a gift. Never wilting, forever flawless, just like the memories she once gifted this world. May I hug you? Thank you. You're so gentle.
The millions of memories she wrote should be enough to teach that false god this at the very least. It is not their right to answer the question of, what are we? First Newspore, welcome.
I'm guessing that Cyrene must also really like sparkly things, because she's always gazing up at the stars in the sky. Don't you think so too, little Ika? Yep, she must also like you with how soft you are. Cyrie, how about a soothing glass of goat milk floral tea?
Countless memories, meticulous records. Wait, does that mean she knows where my grand treasury is? Although, I wouldn't really mind sharing half of it with her. No, I'll give her more than half. I can't stand people who don't treat themselves well. Your stare is blinding. Are you trying to steal my heart, too?
She always said that she hoped for the world to no longer need a deliverer. She must have known deep down that as long as there are still people who love this world, a deliverer is destined to appear. Let us fight for the world we so deeply love, just how we had wished.
She's like a wonderful, warm ocean concerto, blending glaciers and silt into harmony. With this little sea hare by her side, even the deep sea would hesitate to turn cold. Shall we drift together on the ripples of reverie?
I admire the way she speaks, not with sycophancy, nor with jest. In truth, it feels more like what you would call friendship.
March towards the cosmos with the law of love.
I won't forget how Cyrene protected all the memories and kept watch over the future. Because that's how we make all the sacrifices worthwhile. Cyrene! It's so hard to catch you. Let's snap a group photo before anything else.
Remember this eternal truth. Girls with pink hair are never to be underestimated. I hope this unexpected rain I bring can make this barren time bloom into the hundreds of flowers she once dreamed of. You want a photo together? Of course, I won't say no.
It is thanks to her that the ages were carved into an epic, preserved, not scattered to the wind. In the future, these memories will surely grant the Chrysos Heirs the courage to keep moving forward. I shall carry out the Earth's duty, Miss Cyrene.
Flowers leave seeds behind, and these seeds bloom into new flowers. Every ripple of memory sparkles with the same shade. So, which me do you prefer? You don't need to say it. That's just how love is. Unfathomable, yet always the same.
I shall remember. I shall press on. Let's walk towards the stars together, Cyrene.
All that we experienced will become a thread in our lives. Thank you for embroidering the most beautiful patterns for Amphorius' destiny. Let us weave the future together.
Tribbie promises you that everything will be fine.
Cry out, for victory will come.
When flowers bloom again, if we're lucky enough to meet in the new world, remember our promise. Do not worry. My curse is a blessing on the battlefield.
To become a better god in the new world. You did it. And not only that, you also pushed everyone to become heroes together. That has far surpassed the definition of a god.
Looks like it's not a bad time for a performance.
Apparently, Gray had lots of amazing adventures in the lands beyond the sky. I'd love to go with them to the worlds beyond if I can. After all, I'm a denizen of the sky. Gray, have you ever seen a rainbow-colored sky?
Hey, Gray Mystery. Did it ever occur to you that we share the same sense of humor? And honestly, when it comes to picking up random stuff off the ground, we're basically two peas in a pod. Gray Mystery. Let's go hustle for treasures afterwards.
I've learned much from you about the essence of trailblazing. Exploring the cosmos, bridging worlds. If it weren't for my duties, I'd gladly try my hand at being a nameless. The composition of our existences may be fundamentally different, but the heart that beats within us both burns with the same heat. We can always fight side by side, no matter the time.
Little Grey Fry. I imagine there must be many who wish to stay close to you. The current that follows in your wake is unlike any other. It's like the warmth of a safe harbor, and comforting as if stepping ashore upon an island. Are you ready for a duet together, little Grey Fry?
Your moves on the board are always unexpected. 2 parts whimsy, 3 parts imagination, and 5 parts unwavering courage. Are you ready to charge into battle, Deliverer?
You're coming with? I'm keeping score.
What would happen if the power of the Stellaron were to be unleashed? Would you return to the past? Or would you reclaim your memories? Curious indeed.
They ran into us. Too bad for them.
Fearless, optimistic, confident. I learn so much every time I trailblaze with you. Focus on what's ahead. I'll hold off their attacks.
I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. I was completely mesmerized by your gaze the first time we met. Hold still. Let me see it again. Such pretty eyes. And the tomorrow reflected in them is equally beautiful too. I really look forward to seeing how your story will unfold in future journeys. I hope Amphorius's memories will become a romantic note in those journeys. It definitely will, right? May the trailblazing journey always be accompanied by rippling waves. May the trailblaze fulfill the promise of love with me.